First of all, money is the energy. As any energy, it has the ability for materialization. It only takes one's desire to do it.
Science has proved that everything is energy. Why? Everything is made of molecules, and every molecule is made of atoms, and an atom is energy. That's exactly what it is. The money, the car, the house, and everything you see is an energy. This might sound a bit shocking to you, but every single thought you have has an energy. In this article, we are going on a journey on how to increase the amount of income we have. Let me change the gears a little bit and take you to the time you're in school. I'm sure you have learned about law of conservation. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, but it can be transformed. So if a thought has an energy, so it must be transformed into another type of energy. And I call the other type the reality of life. You become what you think of the most. That's also a law, and it makes great sense. You may hear on the news, read on the paper, or see the people around you see the extreme income they are enjoying and wonder, what if I could do that? Well, let me tell you something, you can do that. If that's what you want to do. I'm betting that's not what you want to do, that's what you want to do. If they're doing what they want, then I can do what I want, and you can do what you want. You see, we're all working with the same powers, and we're all working with the same laws. The relationships we have, the life, and even the income we have is nothing but the results of our lives. And I want you to become super honest with yourself and ask yourself a question. How are the results of my life? I want you to immediately take a pen and paper and focus on what you want to change in your life. I'm betting it's probably the income you have. If you really want to do that, you have to isolate what you want, and if you do that, I can show you how to get it. But when I say want, what does it mean exactly? Let me explain. Ask your friends if they want to get in a week. For example, $1 million. Of course they want to say yes. And now ask whether they get them in a week, and they answer, laughing, of course not. And there is a question, do they really want the money? After all, in this case, the emotional charges which is transmitted to the field and make him pass particles on, yes, illumine thought, of course not. What do you think? What is happening in your field when it comes to heterogeneous charges? It is deformed, and you are depriving yourself of the opportunity to get what you want, to see opportunities that would be opened in front of you. Sending one-way charges. There's something that's called law of the waves. The stronger we throw a stone, the more impact on the radius environment. Now think that you send homogeneous, reinforcing each other charges, thoughts and emotions. Your field starts influence other fields with more power and radius. They react, and the surrounding matter begins to present you surprises. And when you truly believe in getting $1 million in a week, you never pass by even the craziest offers you think. After all, they can bring you a treasured amount to designated time. So you're already making the first step toward getting rich. Let us turn to history. Any religion contains a set of rituals. It's not the other than the self-programming person for a certain result. In fact, some rice in the cup, the coin under the door, and happy dollar in your wallet cannot affect your welfare. But each ritual has its quite logically explained essence from the point of view of the device of our psyche. Our brain receives information from the environment, analyzes it and provides the solutions, but it is analyzing current and circumstances. If you have no money, the brain will never give you the feeling of wealth, so it will block any opportunities offered by the life and interpret them as unrealizable. If we perform any ritual, we allow our mind, relying on the commit manipulations with the objects and, depending to special words, accept the reality of the fact of possible wealth. So the ritual can be any action that helps us to believe in the possibility of improving the financial condition, that is, to affect by our thoughts and emotions on our field. Everyone heard the statement, money makes money, and it is indeed. The more you have money at the moment, the easier and faster you will have them. The mind analyzes the current situation and draws conclusions, allowing you to see more options, as you have already money. How one can make his brain to work always in this mode. The part of the problem itself takes the movie you are watching currently, setting up your mind on a certain wave. The sound and visual effects make it begin working in new ways and analysing circumstances such as you are already rich. By using this film as a tool, viewing it from 3 to 4 times a week, you will achieve the desired result and significant improvement in your financial conditions easier and faster. What most of the people don't understand is when you have no money problem, you'll be amazed how much free time you have. I'm about to explain how to raise the bar of your income. Don't get me wrong, it's true that every thought has an energy, but it's really not enough to increase the income. The results of your life is controlled by something called the mind. Many people think the mind is the same as the brain, but nobody's ever seen the mind. Because mind is not a thing, it's activity. Results of your life is being controlled by the mind. Now let me really show you the mind. The conscious mind is where school focuses on. It's where you have gathered any information school has taught you, but the subconscious mind was made when you were a little newborn baby. That's right, when you were a baby, there were no conscious mind, only the subconscious mind. It's where the languages you speak is located. It literally controls your behavior, or in another word, the conscious mind is your thoughts, and the subconscious mind controls your beliefs. But it's actually only the subconscious mind that controls your body, and whatever controls your body controls the results of life. And everything that can control your life can control your income. Before we start to change the results of our lives, we should know a few more things. These two we're talking about, they have special abilities. The conscious mind has the ability to choose, accept or reject, originate, but the subconscious mind, the emotional mind, must accept and cannot reject. Really, think of the moment when you were a little baby. You just had the subconscious mind and you couldn't reject anything. You learned the language or languages that were speaking around you. If there were 4 to 5 languages, you learned all those 4 to 5 languages. There are people around the world who can speak more than 2 languages before they even go to kindergarten. You also love the food you love, do the hobbies you love, and so on. Now that you know the mind, it's the time for me to really explain how to use it in the right way to increase the income of your life. First, we need some information about what is money. Our world is a rapid flow of information today. Information has become very fast, and information is ruling now by many aspects of our lives. It gives us security, and on the contrary, it makes it possible to get the money and lose them very quickly. Paper, iron, copper, gold, virtual money, they come and go out, they make us to think about ourselves, they create, destroy and save. Money may be honest and dishonest, clean and dirty. You may be killed because of them. They are loved. They are presented. You may be proud of them and refuse them. They are wanted. Look at yourself, look around, think about what you could achieve if you have as much money as you can imagine. What are the bravest dreams you could implement? Money is not some paper and some gold. It is not a credit card and a bank account. First of all, money is the energy. As any energy, it has the ability to materialization. It only takes one's desire to do it. Almost all people subconsciously felt that a large grain of knowledge about the energy of money is living in them. However, due to socialization, they could not and cannot use it. I've raised to believe as much as you have raised to believe. If you're going to be rich, you have to be smart, but how true is that really? How there are people all around the world who are rich and they didn't even go to high school. Take Bob Proctor, for example. He didn't go to school. He got kicked out of school after 2 months in high school. But he's one of the most successful men alive these days. Everything is energy, your thoughts also. Our mind was programmed to be like this. There's an X-type idea in our subconscious mind that puts our bodies in an X-type idea, and that puts our lives on X-type ideas. That's why we're getting the same result over and over again. You're probably reading this because you want to get richer than you are now. Getting richer is a Y-type idea. When you think of it, you're putting it in the conscious mind. Everything is okay, but as soon as you get emotionally involved with it, believe it, and in another word, put it in the subconscious mind, you're in the hardest battle of your life. Because subconscious minds do not want to change. Because there's an X-type idea, and it's hard to mix it with a Y-type idea. But when you keep fighting and get emotionally involved with it over and over again, the X and the Y get mixed and the X-type idea just goes away, and here you are, a new person with a new subconscious mind. When you change your beliefs, everything will change in a flash. Your income increases, you'll be happier, and of course you'll have more and more free time.